guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. So I created this glowy spring and makeup look using nothing but dupes for high-end products. Every single thing on my face is drugstore and super affordable, and it's all a dupe for high-end products. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So the first dupe that I have is for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. As you know, this product is super popular for very good reasons. It gives your skin so much luminosity, it makes your skin so bright and glowy. This Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer is an amazing, affordable drugstore dupe for this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I'm going to use this as a base for my foundation, so I'm just going to put a pump on my hands. Do I have any left? Like, do you see that compared to that? Like, they're literally almost the same thing. I would say that the Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit more liquidy, and the Milani is more like a cream. But I'm just gonna take that. This looks like a really glowy lotion, and I'm just gonna rub it all over my skin so I can create a nice glowy base for my foundation. I am all about the minimal makeup look for spring. I'm all about the glow, and this Milani Soft Focus Complexion Enhancer is a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, because everyone has that flawless filter and everyone uses it, and it just looks so good. It also just makes my skin so soft. It doesn't have as much coverage as the Charlotte Tilbury does, but I think it does a really good job of creating that glow. So my next dupe is I have the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and the Loreal Infallible Foundation is the perfect dupe for this Nars one. So I'm gonna go in. The Nars one's obviously a lot darker because I use this a lot during the summer. So I'm gonna go in with this Milani 24 Hours Infallible Foundation. I love this foundation. And I just apply mine on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use a Merit foundation brush. And so for concealer, my favorite concealer to use is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. For obvious reasons, everyone knows that this is just so good. But the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer is a really good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. Obviously, but hands down, I prefer Tarte over this one, but this one works really well. And I'm just gonna apply a little concealer in the corners of my eyes and on the outs. And I'm just going to drag that along my eye and also use that as a primer. So to set my under eyes, I like to use a luminous setting powder. The Nars Translucent Crystal Powder is a really good under eye setting powder, but a dupe for that is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I absolutely love this e.l.f. Halo Glow. It's hands down one of my favorites, and I actually prefer this over the high-end Nars. So I'm just gonna take a brush and set my under eye with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I'm also going to set my top eyelids with this as well. So for an all-over face powder, I really like a translucent powder like Beauty Bakery Oat Translucent Powder. This powder is amazing, but a perfect dupe for that is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade Fair Light. This is also really good. I honestly prefer Beauty Bakery over this, but this is a really good dupe for a high-end translucent powder. So I'm gonna set my entire face with the Maybelline Fit Me Fair Light powder. So a really good high-end bronzer is this iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder. It looks like that. It's a huge pan and it's just such a good color. I love this. But I also like Physician Formula's Light Bronzer. Obviously I'm hitting pan. This is also an amazing bronzer. And these two have more shimmer to them, and I just kind of like mixing them all together, or really just going in with this one. I honestly prefer the iconic London Ultimate Bronze because this shade is just so perfect. But I'm going to use the Physician Formula's Light Bronzer. These also are super good and amazing and buttery and creamy and blend out so well. I'm just going to blend this up my forehead and down my cheekbones. So one of my favorite blushes is the Mario Creamy Peach. Mario's makeup is just so good. Oh my gosh, I only own 2 products and I'm just obsessed with them. And this creamy blush is just amazing. This is the perfect shade for spring. It's actually called Creamy Peach, but I just love this blush. It's so good. Highly recommend it. It's $24. It's so worth it. But a really good dupe for this is obviously the well-known Luminoso by Milani. Like hands down, I've been obsessed with this blush forever. It's a little bit more luminous than Mario, but I mean, it's such a good product. This is my second one. I've been through my whole entire first one. It lasted actually many years, but this Mario one, I'm telling you, if you like Luminoso, you need to try this one out. But I think they are really good dupes for each other. They all have that corally, they both have that corally look, but Luminoso is much more luminous. And I'm gonna go in Luminoso. I honestly prefer the Mario blush over this. I'm just gonna take a blush brush, and I learned this trick on TikTok that applying blush right under your eye is just really good for your overall face shape, and I actually love the way it looks on me. So I'm just gonna apply it right under my eye. I'm just gonna drag it up here. I am a heavy blush wearer. I love blush, so I always wear a heavy amount of blush. Look at that glow. Oh my gosh, I love Luminoso. It's so glowy, so pretty, such a good blush. They say this is like a true dupe for the Nars Orgasm, but I just think it's a little bit more corally than the Nars one, but love it. And so this Laura Mercier Highlight 01 is absolutely stunning. I love this highlight. It's so pretty. It just gives you that really soft, everyday, perfect, not over the top highlight. And a really good dupe for this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter and Be My Highlight. Look how similar those two are. And I actually prefer the Essence one over the Laura Mercier one. I don't know what it is about this Essence one. It's much more creamier. It goes on nicer. It lasts longer than the Laura Mercier one. And this one, hands down, I reach for way more than this one. And so I'm gonna go a little crazy with this highlight. I'm gonna highlight my cheekbones. So pretty. Highlight my cheekbones some more. And above my eyebrow. A little on my chin. And a little down my nose. A little down my nose, I'm actually peeling because I was out in the sun a little bit and my nose just got barely pink, but it's peeling. And look at that natural highlight. I love this stuff. Love, love, love. Next, I'm gonna go with the CoverGirl Brow Pencil. This is called the Ultimate Ultra Fine Brow Pencil by CoverGirl. This is a really good dupe for the Unstyled Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I actually don't have one. I used to use that all the time, but ever since I discovered this, I haven't repurchased it in a while. And these CoverGirl brow pencils are phenomenal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. Alright, so for eyeshadow, I really love the Patrick Ta. This is the Major Dimension palette. This is a perfect everyday palette. You get your mattes and your shimmers, and then you have two cream eyeshadows. This palette is $70. It's amazing for everyday eyeshadow, but it's also $70. So I really like this palette, but recently I created 2 tutorials using this I Love You Latte palette by e.l.f. This is $3, and I just noticed that these 2 shades, look how similar those are to the Patrick Ta transition shades right there. You see that? Like, they are so similar. Like, it's cool toned and then warm toned. So I believe that these 2 shades are a perfect dupe for those 2 shades. Honestly, I prefer the Patrick Ta palette over this palette, but this palette is amazing. They're actually kind of tied because they both blend out amazing. They're super pigmented, not patchy, but this is $3, so this wins in the money category, but the Patrick Ta palette obviously has more shades and everything. So I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush. This is an L'Oreal A11, and I'm just gonna take, I like the cool toned transition shade. I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy blending brush. And I'm just gonna blend that on the outer V of my eye. Keeping it all over the outer V and then slowly dragging it across my crease and up into my brow bone. And look how easy that blended out. Like, that's insane. Like, that took me literally like 15 seconds. And I'm gonna do the same on this side, starting in my outer V and just dragging it up into my crease of my brow bone and across my lid. When I use just one eyeshadow shade like this, I really like to drag it up to my brow bone because it just helps blend it out and make it more uniform since it's only one shade. And then I'm gonna take that darkest brown shade and an L'Oreal A18, and I'm just gonna smoke out my lash line on both eyes. I like to turn my brush sideways and then rub it around. And I don't really have a dupe, but I'm going to take the ColourPop Brown Grande eyeliner. Since this is a, you know, minimal clean girl makeup look, I'm going to create a really small wing on both sides. I'm then going to go in with my LA Girl Super Bright Nude Eyeliner, my waterline. And this just helps your eyes appear larger. Take a really small highlighting brush and go back in with that Essence highlight and highlight my inner corner. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I love this stuff. I don't use any high-end mascaras because drugstore mascaras are just so good. But my favorite high-end mascara would probably be Better Than Sex by Too Faced. But I just feel like drugstore mascaras kill it every time. So I don't waste my money on high-end mascaras. And then I'm going to apply my favorite Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. I absolutely love these lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I applied false lashes, and then I did a little bit of nose contour and applied some blush, but my nose is still looking dark. Bottom lash mascara. It's amazing how a bottom lash mascara just like changes your whole face. So for lip products, Classic Kim is very popular, especially on TikTok, and Kim herself wears this all the time. It's just a beautiful brown toned nude lip liner. And guess what? The LA Girl Gingerbread, this is the Super Shock. No, this is the LA Girl Shockwave Gingerbread eyeliner, is literally like the exact same color. And I will show you on my hand. So that right there is Kim. And the one, and that is Gingerbread. They're like the exact same color. So, and the Gingerbread is only $4. Yeah, amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the LA Girl Shockwave lip liner. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood. This has been my shade since college. It's a beautiful nude pink. It's absolutely stunning. Love it. Long lasting. It's just perfect. It's literally the perfect shade. And I have Flower Girl Bare Honey. Not Flower Girl, Flower Beauty Bare Honey. And these shades are like identical. So that is Flower Girl. That is Anastasia Beverly Hills. More purpley pink, and this is more nude, but they're pretty much the same shade. It's a really close dupe. And so I'm going to apply Flower Beauty's Bare Honey. And I just really love a pastel, not pastel, I love a pinky nude lip for spring. I love it. And I like brown nudes for fall. So I'm just gonna put this on and then pat it out with my finger. Kind of mixing it in with the liner. And these Flower Beauty lipsticks really last too. And I think Paris Hilton has a really iconic little like pink lip all the time. Her lips are like always this shade and I love it. She always has like the perfect pinky nude lip. For lip gloss dupes, this Bare Minerals in the shade Groovy. This is the most perfect nude lip gloss ever. I just love this lip gloss. It has like a horrible smell. That's it right there. It has a very Play-Doh-y like smell. Oh, it's not. There we go. Beautiful nude. And my dupes for that is this super affordable Wet n Wild. This is the liquid catsuit in the shade Caught You Bare Naked. It's a beautiful nude gloss. It's more pink. And I actually prefer the Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild, this is the Bare Minerals. I actually prefer this Wet n Wild lip gloss over my Bare Minerals one. I actually have another dupe. This is the Morphe Madison Beer in the shade Mercury. This is also a really good nude. It's more brown toned and I have it sitting there. So there's Mercury, Groovy, Wet n Wild. They're all three different shades of nude there, but I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild catsuit. Again, this is the shade Caught You Bare Naked. And I just like to tap this along the center of my lip. Like that. And I'll just blend it out with my finger. I really don't go in heavy-handed with this because it is a really pigmented lip gloss for being a drugstore lip gloss. And it's really good to tap on top of any darker lipstick because it will just instantly make it a perfect nude shade. Sometimes I'll go back over with a lip liner just because sometimes it gets too nude and I'm not really a fan of the nude lips anymore. For setting spray, obviously, I really like the Morphe one, but also the Tarte Moroccan Miracle Mist setting spray is phenomenal. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a really good setting spray, this one's my favorite. Callie, stop crying. I'm almost done. And then I have my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I love this stuff. And I don't know, I use them both 50-50, but I don't know which one I prefer because I use them both just as much, but I think maybe for longevity the Milani one's better. And so I'm just gonna protect my eyes and spray my face. And so that completes my glowy spring full face of dupes for high-end products. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video.